Hello and welcome to our very first look at Rue Valley. This is a time-looping Disco Elysium style game where you are trying to solve a mystery. You're point and clicking, you're working your way through things, and then at the end of every day, I believe you go back to the beginning of the day. It's a classic time loop story. It is brought to us by the wonderful folks over at Owlcat. It is from their sort of new production studio that's they didn't develop it, but they did produce it. I'm very excited to check it out because I've been very curious to see how all of Owlcat's new stuff is. We're gonna check it out for a couple of hours this morning, see how we feel, dive right into a new game. We do not support the use of unprescribed purple or otherwise medication for mental health and warn you to avoid such things in real life. I support the use of prescribed unprescribed. Yeah, that's okay. That's safe. I was like, wow, they don't support medication? No. Define a character personality. Impulsive, resolute, calculated, paranoid, indecisive, impatient, reckless, resolute, ambiverted, mindful. Ooh, fun. Can I be dramatic? Let's be dramatic. Quite a sensitive person. You see life as a struggle, especially when they tell you to just chill. Let's be reckless. Reckless or impatient? Sometimes you're a bit impulsive, or as you like to put it, you're quick. It saves you time and energy. And I guess if we're going to do this, we better be extroverted. Arrogant or nosy? Let's be nosy. Let's be extra reckless. You're a very impulsive person, no question. Oh, you get both. Oh, guilt-ridden and dramatic. Let's be nosy, arrogant. No, can I not take both of those? I see. Will be guilt-ridden and dramatic. A highly sensitive person, you recognize life for what it is, a constant roller coaster of joy and suffering. In your experience, mostly suffering. We are nosy and we are reckless. The idea being that we're going to poke our nose into a bunch of things and then feel really bad about it. I like the idea of this. Hold to wake up. Hey, you're finally awake. 8 p.m. That's quite a time to wake up. The frantic sounds of a century-old clock nudges you back to the present. Its stale ear perfectly complements the image of an old motel room. Total lack of motivation. It's not that you don't want to do all sorts of things. It's more like you lack the capacity to even initiate most of them. What's left of you is a creature driven by its most basic needs and quirks.
Still with me, Mr. Harrell?
Your personality traits determine your dialogue options. Some options will only be available if you have a certain trait, while others might be blocked by the same trait. Remember, traits are neither good nor bad. They're a crucial part of role-playing a character with a real personality. Oh, we're guilt-ridden. I'm terribly sorry my mind wandered off. Could you repeat that, please? He smiles.
No worries, Mr. Harrell. I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now.
I love it when a game has voice acting. Red ribbons on the character personality show a status effect that you have. Status effects have a negative impact on your personality and dialogue options. Slight lack of motivation, more like total lack of motivation. I don't know if chat's in the best spot for us today, but maybe I'll sneak you guys down next to me here. Just so we don't lose any of the dialogue. You'd rather stay in bed all day instead of attending this first they call therapy in the middle of nowhere.
And we'll surely be coming
Skipped
back
leg
to this
day.
condition of yours later during our sessions.
That's fair. That's fair. Your personality is represented by the part of the screen that shows your personality access is defined during character creation as well as what trait you chose, selecting a trait to see what it is and what it does.
But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all times, if possible.
Silence befalls the room, a muffled clanging sound from outside making the moment more uncomfortable. Blocked by dramatic. We can't say I'm fine.
That's good to hear.
I'll try.
Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour, hence the alarm. However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
Why do we have to do this here in the middle of nowhere?
It may be hard to understand the need for isolation at first, but my methods require complete divergence from the client's regular way of life, as well as temporary distancing from their social groups and circles. This place is ideal in that regard. However,
Is this loud enough? Should I turn this up?
You need a period of adaptation to both this idea and to your new surroundings. That's also why I haven't asked you to hand over your phone yet. But please don't be alarmed. We'll talk about everything in due time.
So you live here? He smiles.
I'm flattered that you're interested in getting to know more about me. But we're not here
Dr.
to discuss
Hello.
my life. In fact, getting personal may derail our progress. Any other questions?
Is another session necessary? I was hoping this would be a one-time thing.
Mr. Harrow, your case is not to be underestimated. We need to assess the situation carefully.
All I can tell you is I found a non-prescribed purple pill that I think would be perfect for me to consume during the playing of this game. It would make this game really fascinating. I can't imagine being able to look at all of these constantly moving lines on the characters. My case. Not so long ago, nobody cared about what you do, and now suddenly everyone's business, your business is everyone's business.
This first session is more for you to get acquainted with me and my methods. We have a long road ahead of us. Anything else?
Can't you simply state that I'm fine? We can both move on with our lives?
Mr. Harrow.
He looks you straight in the eye. You know very well that it's out of the question to dismiss you right at the start would be negligence, to say the least. I am your therapist now, and when I see a person in need, I can't ignore that, not professionally, not personally. He looks away, stern-faced.
Let a client down, and I'm not about to start now.
Weird that there was no dialogue on those lines. He glances at the clock almost too fast for you to notice.
That's it for today.
Through the door, you hear that
You
sound
should go
again.
and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay, get up and leave.
Spit it out already.
Next to you is the source of the clangs, a young woman beating up the old vending machine.
Come on, you thief!
Use double click to run.
I'll break you open if I have to.
Blocked by lack of motivation, talk with her. We could observe her actions closely because we're nosy. She's completely focused on the ancient machine, mumbling something under her breath from time to time. A grunt or a few words are loud enough to make out. Could she be here for therapy as well? Who knows? Unlike you, she definitely looks like she needs it. Poor woman, she should consult with a real professional, not a charlatan like Dr. Fink. Maybe she just needs someone willing to listen to her. Why don't you say hello? See if you could help somehow. Or is that too much to ask right now? It is too much to ask right now.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Ooh. Wow, there's a lot of stuff to interact with.
Spit it out already!
This machine would eat us alive before we start the engine. Are you my car?
Come on, you thief!
It's your car. Sad and miserable, just like you.
I'll break you open if I
The machine wheezes. Coiled like a sleeping serpent. Well, I guess we're meant to go to the office.
Yes, Rue Valley Motel. Our Coral Destiny internet antenna is down.
Colors are always the same. Maybe a bit too close to RL. Turn to lurking. That's totally fair. The attention of the girl behind the counter is occupied by an ongoing phone call.
No, the repair tech already came yesterday.
God, the
Said
art is
internet will be up
amazing
by
in this
noon
game.
Today.
Social check. Try to get her attention. Too extroverted. I'm too extroverted? It's easy. Just be loud enough and she won't be able to ignore you. Ring the desk and smile. No, man, we're extroverted and dramatic. Hi, I need to get into my room. She turns towards you, clearly insulted for being interrupted
Please
mid-sentence.
sit down, sir. I'll be with you in a moment.
Before you get a chance to say anything, she returns to her call with the sign that she's about to end it in a moment, or anytime soon, for that matter. Let's eavesdrop on her conversation. In a bout of curiosity, you lean closer and prick up your ears, hoping you'll catch what the other person is saying. Alas, what little you manage to comprehend is the unmistakable drone of customer support. Their bored soul thinly veiled by artificial cheer Uttering platitudes so dull you'd prefer listening to cardboard decompose.
Yes, I have rebooted the modem.
She says to her conversation partner, clearly annoyed. Your curiosity subdues as your attention slowly breaks down, but you still keep mindlessly listening to the receptionist's call for some time. Time in the game does not progress outside of dialogue, so in order to wait until certain events happen, you need to find a way to kill time. Usually you can do that with various items and interactions around you, reading a book, scrolling through your phone, or just chilling in a cozy chair. Whoa. So it looks like maybe orange stuff is like...
Guests don't have Wi-Fi, the credit card machines are dead, we can't access reservations.
Things we can actually interact with.
Listen, I know what I'm talking about. Your repair tech said it
Just steer out the window.
No, I don't want a customer satisfaction survey.
Can we go into the back room? Laundry room. A lot of random boxes in all shapes and sizes. One of them labeled says Ben and has documentation on it. Okay. Desk is covered with standard stuff. Check out the leaflets. Picture of a huge rocket and a group of people in red jumpsuits cheering with water bottles. Above it, the Coral Destiny logo. Picture of an endless desert. The caption at the bottom says, "Free bottled water for the people of Rue Valley, courtesy of Coral Destiny, your favorite space agency." Take that leaflet with us. I want my free water. Dialogues you pick up are presented here. While not in dialogue, you can select them and interact with them. Availability of internet connection on your phone or... Oh, cool. So we can see our phone. You actually can't see this. It's behind me. We can see our phone down here with the battery level and no Wi-Fi. Grab the cheap-looking pin. The clerk is laser focused on the call. If you wanted to snatch her attention as well, you failed. Pocket the pen. A sudden outburst of kleptomania overcomes you. Luckily, the receptionist is so out of it she doesn't notice your misdemeanor.
Hi, yes, Coral Destiny Antenna, Rue Valley Motel. Oh, case number? It's 6AUG27-RVMT.
Rue Valley Mountain. She says to the person on the other end, "You're now one plastic pen richer, but you're still bored out of your skull. Doodle something to pass the time." Until she finishes the call. With the pen in hand and time to kill, you lack nothing except a subject. Draw whatever comes to mind. Your mind's a blank, your hand a free agent, pen scribbling across the wood almost on its own. Ink-shaped circles, boxes, spirals, smudges of lines, whatever comes next. Completely taken in with your artistry, you let time pass. After a while, the failed attempt to draw becomes even less interesting. Minutes pass, but the phone call is still not on its end.
Be up by noon today, but it's 8 p.m. now.
She complains to the person on the other side of the call. All right, let's just leave.
Yes, your colleagues already suggested I reboot the modem.
Better wait inside, or she might start another call. We sit down. Check out the leaflet. Fold it into an airplane instead of flying. That's cool. Let's, I guess, just read the leaflet to kill some time. Start to read the tiny letters that contain everything you're not interested in. Reminds you of the time you forgot your phone while going to the bathroom, and refers to read blurbs from cleaning products and air fresheners. Oh, if only I had this masterpiece back then. Can't... Come on, the bug spray had a very funny comic book spiraling around the can. I can't imagine what people had to do before smartphones were invented. How about for cleaning products and air fresheners? Consider yourself lucky that you have a small piece of literature with rockets and spacemen. At Coral Destiny, we believe innovation should serve the everyday needs of the community around us. That's why we proudly provide fresh, purified, bottled water completely free of charge to the residents. Delivered regularly and held to the highest quality standards, our water is one example of how we're committed to a healthier, brighter future right here on Earth. I bet there's like crazy chemical, brainwashing chemicals in this water. That's my thought. There's more ad lingo, but a nicely framed quote catches your eyes. We're proud to share our resources with Rue Valley, providing clean water is a small part of our mission to uplift the communities that inspire our work. Isabel Watson, CEO, Coral Destiny. Struggled to find something with the same level of excitement. Time begins to pass. Need to Tokyo Drift that wheelchair? Receptionist is still arguing,
Physical
and you are getting
antenna.
restless.
Yes. On the roof. Yes, the roof.
Actually heard about a game before Agent shoved it in my eye holes. Keep my mouth shut about it. All right, now let's go Tokyo Drift in that wheelchair, I guess.
What do you mean it's settled? I need the internet. Could you...
Too conveniently placed, like bait for whoever's next to stumble. All right, let's stare out the window.
Why?
Beyond the empty parking lot, there's a barren desert stretching far as the eye can see, its emptiness drawing you in. You hear the receptionist mutter as if answering some unasked question, and then you notice small patches of green hidden in the sand. There's always something to be found if you stare long enough. Contemplate this profound insight. Is nothingness just an illusion, emptiness but a result of failure to find the little somethings hiding deep inside? It is possible to find something even inside the most hollow thing, only by observing it over and over again until something eventually appears. The possibility unsettles you, but at the same time your mind seems to lock itself down, unable or unwilling to continue. Do you stay in this clinch, unwilling to discard the thought but unable to proceed? Geez, I'm going to be here all day. After a while, the window stops being interesting. Time goes by and the girl is still talking.
No, she said Sunday noon. I wrote it down. I'm not... Sunday or later? That's... No. This is such a waste of time.
Finally, she ends her eternal call.
I'm so sorry for the wait. That was a super important call and I had to take it right now. There was literally no other way. Hopefully you didn't mind waiting.
It felt like hours.
I'm very sorry about it.
She makes a face as if she's about to burst into tears. Is she mocking
All right,
you?
Then. Let's get you into your room.
Sudden enthusiasm in her voice catches you unaware. What's the deal with this girl?
Number 6. That's the last one on the 2nd floor. Everything's ready for you. And...
Must have the game mechanics to pet the creatures and drift in wheelchairs. She raises her hand holding a piece of blue and red plastic.
This is your key card.
Thank you. Reach towards the key card. You stretch your arm politely, hoping she'll hand you the card, but she's completely ignoring your gesture and is excitedly waving it around.
Oh, I see you're confused by this. You were expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you? Well, we've decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
Snatch the card from her hand. You snatch the card from her hand. She stops in the middle of a sentence with a shocked expression on her face.
Wow. All right.
She puts some kind of document on the counter.
Need your signature here.
She looks all over the counter and then under it, puzzled.
Sorry, there was supposed to be a pen, but I must have misplaced it. Just a moment, I'll find you another one.
No need, I have my own.
Oh, you have one of those pens too. What a coincidence. So your signature goes here.
We signed the document.
Thank you. I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
And then we can finally leave this godforsaken room. Hoo-wee. So she says something about the antenna on the roof. Obviously, I'm curious about that. I'm writing deities for your comic today. One of the big deities have 2 things. They are god of and they rule over an emotion. Fun. Love a good deity. Love a good world building. This fire extinguisher reminds you of that old pop song. I'm burning inside day and night. Bring me the hose. Turn me into a landslide. You still remember that ridiculous summer hit from a few years back. Could have come in handy at a nightclub if there was one around here. Well, I guess this is our room, number 6. 6 shiny and chrome. Tiny green dot of light shows up near the knob. The door is unlocked. Hundreds of strangers have slept in the bed, leaving behind flakes of dead skin. You can't wait to jump into the sheets and contribute to the collection. Between you and the object of your desires lies a dusty suitcase, your suitcase, the smallest one you own. Can't deal with it right now. Put it away. It's such a chore, and the more you prolong it, the worse it'll get. If you don't unpack now, it'll feel harder and more pointless to do later. Step by step, a simple act of unpacking becomes an insurmountable burden. Thinking about it will make you feel weak and powerless. Do you really want to crawl back into that deep, dark pit? Never! Open the suitcase. Too guilt-ridden. Not much in the suitcase. Spare clothes, a phone charger, a toothbrush, and a couple of other items. You really weren't planning to stay here long. You better see if they have laundry facilities, sessions. Dr. Finnick said days, weeks, even months. Unpack the suitcase. I am too impulsive to unpack a suitcase. I'm not sure how these checks work. If it's an RNG sort of thing. No reason to spend the whole evening unpacking. You've always prepared a more casual arrangement for your stuff. He just throws it everywhere. Now that the suitcase has been dealt with, the motel room is officially yours. More like a prison. Well, now you could describe it that way too. We do have a bathroom. Sink and mirror. So many dark patches that it can barely be called a mirror. A small cup on the shelf was meant to hold a toothbrush and toothpaste, but you did it your way. Let's brush our teeth. In a tenth of a second, you realize the small cup under the mirror was actually meant to be used as a holder for a toothbrush and toothpaste. Yes, we already figured that out. You already forgot where you put them while unpacking. In fact, you're not sure whether you brought them here with you or not. I guess we'll rinse our mouth out with water. As soon as you turn on the tap, a horrible smell fills your nostrils. It's like there's a plumbing issue in hell and all the block sewage is feeding directly into the faucet. For the discerning palate craving a taste of what the hell was that? You see the water streaming out of the tap. It's a robust shade of jet black mixed with chunks of silt. Blocked by recklessness. Turn off the tap. It's not like I'm going to drink it. Oh, no. As soon as the first drop of water enters your mouth, the taste of mud and sharp metals overwhelm you, and it's enough to make you regret your decision. You spit it out, but the aroma of mud and sharp metals remains. Good thing you didn't swallow any of it. So I guess this is why the space company is handing out water, because they've probably poisoned the water supply. The mirror splotches have an interesting pattern on your face. They conceal a dark circle here, a mole, a patch of wrinkles. I've wasted my life so far, and now I'm getting old. You're probably not as old as you look. Half of it's probably just due to poor hydration. You have more than enough time left to waste. All right, well, let's get the hell out of here. Crawl into bed? No, fall into bed. You fall into bed with all your weight. It croaks and squirms, and a cloud of dust and skin particles rise up. You know, I could probably cosplay as this guy pretty well. As soon as your head touches the rough pillow through, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you physically and mentally. You're desperate to get some sleep, yet after weeks of wakeful nights, you know it won't come easy. That's stinky, stinky well water. Check out the leaflet again. I guess let's mess with our phone. We at least have a power cord now. The phone beeps to life with a lock screen that's obviously years old. If it wasn't a collection of pixels, it would be a musty with age and neglect. Play a quick match of hyper-casual protagonists and hope sleep will come. The first wave of tiny bow-tie wearing antagonists appear on your phone screen. They're so cute. Very cute. One of them is wearing a top hat 2 times the size of his body. Another sporting a goatee worthy of the campiest villains. We touch one of them. You tap the one carrying a golden fork and he instantly turns into an amorphous purple splotch. A matching splotching sound effect plays at the same time, further confirming that the bow tie wearing golden fork carrying antagonist is no more. Squash them all. Your ears are pierced by a ringtone that you swore to change years ago. Yeah, let's answer it. Why not?
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
The line crackles heavily as if the man is speaking from a distance past. Who wants to know?
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy?
Ulterior, Mr. Harrow, with with an umlaut. And please don't let the name fool you. We are the most respectable yet cutting-edge agency, which means we work on the edge of, but still inside, the established legal framework. In fact, we are the leader in our field.
This is dodgy as heck. We've all done this at least once. What, drinking the gross well water?
If my information is correct,
Or just jumped on the bed like that.
Unjustly forced to participate in treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests.
I'm going to say I'm not interested in your services at the moment.
Of course. I'll assume you have nothing against my calling again later just to make sure you haven't changed your mind. I'll write that down here. Eugene, Mr. Harrow, it was a pleasure. Talk to you soon. Tschüss.
Tschüss? What is this, German? Before you have to say anything, the phone line's already dead. But at least now you know you're not the only one who realizes the absurdity of this mandated psychotherapy. All right, well, let's try to sleep. Falling on the bed like that almost every day, yeah. There's always something nice about just plonking on the bed in that way. As your mind begins to drift, reality fades away. There's only darkness and silence for a precious moment, but your mind refuses to calm down, chases itself in circles. Ooh. Mind map memories. This is your mind map. It's a representation of all your memories you have and how they're connected. When a new memory is available, you can recall it by selecting and activating that. Once the memory is activated, it can open dialogue choices in relation to that memory. Ooh. What's this one? Percy Rugger. You see yourself lying in the phone with your new motel room, holding your phone next to your right ear.
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at...
Sounds like a legit organization, don't you think? Robin Fleming. From the blur of half-formed memories and impressions, an image of the receptionist emerged. You're desperately trying to catch her attention, but she's completely engrossed in the phone call. You are so full of yourself, she probably despises you, like everyone else does.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
I'm terribly sorry, I wandered off. Could you repeat that? He's so boring you almost fell asleep, and you apologized to him. You're such a doormat. And the vending machine vandal. It is what it is. You have nothing to say, nothing to do, just the bare minimum. As your consciousness keeps spinning around, the carousel of recent experiences warps into a single vision, suspended between sleep and waking. You find yourself staring at the smallest suitcase you own, perched on a rumpled motel sheet. Everything is packed. A couple of other items. I'm ready to go home. You reach for the handle and notice a toothless gap, as if the suitcase forgot to fully exhale. The gap widens a little and the something shifts. The suitcase jerks. Just a faulty latch. Let's go already. But the suitcase feels too alive. With a loud hiss, the seam splits and a snake's head appears, lidless eyes fixed on yours. The more hisses follow, the more snakes emerge, liquid as death and cold as oil, their bodies twist into knots ready to spill all over the sweaty sheets. Close it, close it! You slam the lid down and the latch snaps shut, silencing the hisses for now. Gotta get rid of the suitcase. Let's shove it under the bed and get out of here. Out of sight, out of mind. As you descend the stairs, midday heat pricks your neck with sweat, and you think of everything you left inside the suitcase. That's nothing important, really. You enter the reception area. No one's here. Even the AC is turned off. The air is hostile and heavy. I can't wait here. It's too hot. On the desk, a stack of pristine checkout forms sits behind the pen. Perhaps you can just do it yourself. Fill out the form. Name, date of birth, length of stay. The single mischievous drop of ink escapes the pen and begins swelling into a blot, a puddle, a pond spreading across the form, a sweat spreading across your shirt. I need to write faster. But the ink is faster yet, and soon it consumes everything you have written. Start another form. You slap the old form over the old one. The blot seeps upwards, your sweat dripping downwards. The paper becomes a battleground of stains. Your tongue feels swollen, your throat dry. Just keep writing. You write all the words in black on a completely black paper and sign it in black. Not your fault, after all. Guilt-ridden, but it is I who took the original pen. You did what you could. Now it's time to leave and find something to drink. The parking lot shimmers in the heat, asphalt soft underfoot. Across it, a vending machine glows like a mirage, its glass fogged with condensation. We insert a coin and press the button. It hums, it flickers, but no bottle comes out. Insert a coin, press the button. Still nothing. Repeat. The world narrows to the clink of metal. Depress your fingers. The machine's empty word. Maybe this time it will work. A checkout. You tried to leave this damn motel and all the therapy nonsense behind, but everything kept falling apart. Blocked by a total lack of motivation. It wasn't even a real memory. But it is an embodiment of my feelings. More like random neural activity in your brain, synapses sparking from nothing. Best forget about it. Oh, it didn't feel that random. Could it be, are you strong enough to remember it? Brave enough to confront it? Nope. Not yet. Vroom! Screech! Sound of a car engine and screeching tires urges you to open your eyes, bringing you back to reality once again. You gain the status thirsty. Nudges you 1 point towards the impulsive side. Oh. Some other status effects have a much greater influence and in some cases dramatically change the personality you find in character creation. Oh, so now I'm also impatient because I'm thirsty. Cool. Game reminds you of Deja Vu from the NES with the memory stuff. I can see that. It's obviously got a lot of like Disco Elysium DNA in it as well. But it does just remind me of a lot of old school like Sierra point and click adventure games, which I also secretly love. Your head is spinning in a whirlwind of uncontrollable thoughts. Your throat dry as a desert. It was foolish to hope you'd fall asleep. Well, we better get up and find some water. My phone is half dead as well. Uh-oh. Oh! God damn it. You hear the man yell from inside his vehicle. Even through the tinted windshield, you can feel his frustration.
Come on, start, you piece of shit.
Judged by the careless driving you witnessed, the man is either under the influence or another patient of Dr. Finks. That maniac's about to kill somebody. Most likely himself. Come to think of it, could it be that's what exactly he's trying to do? I'd rather not think about that right now. Let's find something to drink. I mean, there is another door. Oh, that's cool. It's raining, so our guy like automatically put his hood up. I feel like we know. Whoa! You jump as if someone jabbed you in the stomach. For a split second, the whole world was exploding, but it was just a thunderclap, the loudest one you ever witnessed. At least our reflexes still work. As well as your heart racing from the sudden shock. There's nothing to use this unwanted excess of adrenaline for, so keeps you lingering, eating you from the inside out while you stand alone and thirsty in the middle of an empty parking lot. How big is this world? Not that big. This is what the guy hit, right? Transformer. Free Wi-Fi, AC, phone, clean rooms, cable TV, vending machine. Hard to miss sign from a distance. Feels like a moth being lured by a flame. If you only knew what this place had in store, you'd have stepped on the gas and never looked back. Drive into the sunset at night. Driving straight back to your problems and messes you've been dodging. Back to square one, let's be honest. What else we got out here? The road? The worst of the deluge is over, but the rain continues to drizzle, tiny droplets pecking the asphalt like a cloud of angry mosquitoes. Setting off on foot would be pointless as your dreams. You'll need a car to get anywhere. Stare at the road for a while. A feeling of longing and restlessness starts to well up inside you. You can't help but wonder what lies beyond the horizon, beyond the suffocating desert. Even if you weren't trapped here, you wouldn't go. You may long for the sense of adventure that comes with being on the road, but all you can do is stand and stare and wish for what could have become of the young man you once were a long time ago. Can also search this garbage bin, because why not? Plastic bottles, some empty, others half empty, partially eaten breakfast, some old clothes, all covered in a mixture of grease and spilled orange soda. This murky pool, you catch a glimpse of your own face. Smudge the reflection with our foot. Hundreds of tiny ripples form into the puddle, but instead of obscuring your identity, even more details of your face emerge. Decades worth of new wrinkles appear, and the poignant expression of a man lost in time becomes more apparent. The longer you look, the more you see it, the reflection of your inner self. Defiantly step into the puddle and onto yourself. That's not what's inside of me. As you stand still in the middle of the smelly puddle, the liquid slowly sneaks through your left shoe and onto your sock while your reflection reverts to a calm, normal one. I now have a soggy sock. Your left foot is trapped in a clammy prison, its nauseating dampness mocking your attempts to move and seeping deeper into your very being with every other step you make. Disgusted by moist foot, squishing sound while walking. Damn it! Stop the ground in frustration. Great, all I got was a soggy sock. So thirsty. A battered machine seems to be decades old, except for a newly installed comically large reddish button. Press the comically large reddish button right now. You just have to. The machine vomits out a bottle of water. That's it? Does this mean the water is free here? Check the label on the red button. Drinking water for the people of Rue Valley, free of charge. Well, the almost frozen plastic feels slippery in your hand. You can't wait to drain it of its fluids. Drink the water like a civilized person or gulp down the whole bottle. Reckless. The almost freezing liquid streams down your throat, some of it spilling down your chin. In a gulp or two, your thirst is quenched and it's but a plastic husk. The night sky turns blood red. You feel an infinite scream passing through everything. Unbearable anxiety washes over you. Hide? You can't hide from the whole sky on fire, and better than you can from your own past. Anxious apprehension. Something's terribly wrong, perhaps everything, and it makes you feel tense and paralyzed at the same time. Deep inner turmoil, +2 calculated, +2 sensitive. At least you don't have to face it. Close your eyes. Your eyelids connect and the darkness greets you for a mere second, but as always, the carousel of suffering starts spinning immediately. How do I stop? That's easy. Simply stop being you. What kind of answer is that? The receptionist says whimsically, emerging from the whirlwind. What I wasn't expecting is you! The receptionist disappears, and instead the fiery sky begins burning its way through the darkness, cutting several straight, narrow slits in your closed eyelids. I want this to stop. Squeeze your eyelids tighter. Well then, keep craving, keep clinging, keep suffering. You have no choice. There's the loop. Are we going to evaporate? No, we're going to go back in time. Stop the carousel and focus on something else. There's something pleasant to think of. Instead of this bushy-eyed psychotherapist and his lame excuse for therapy, think of something sexy. But Dr. Finnick only seems to become more real.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry.
It's all right.
Mentioning of Tokyo drifting on a wheelchair and deja vu, I can't unsee it. Oh, that's very good. It's a time loop trope. Yeah, it's a time loop game.
I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now, and will surely be coming back to this condition of yours.
And I also have anxious apprehension right now. +2 calculated, +2 sensitive. Oh, so I'm no longer reckless. Interesting. Lack of motivation, that's the least of your worries while your mind is filled with this crushing, overwhelming sense of impending. Wait, did you hear that? The muffled sound of metallic clanging from the outside diverts your frail attention. For some unknown reason, your heartbeat accelerates. Cold sweat appears in your armpits.
At all times, if possible.
Doctor finishes, apparently expecting some sort of answer from you. I'm terribly sorry. My mind wandered off again. Could you repeat that, please? He smiles.
No worries, Mr. Harrow. You seem to have had enough talk for today anyway.
He stops and gives you a concerned look.
You're shaking. Are you feeling unwell?
Well, you endured the whole session stoically so far, but this one moment of anxiety could completely ruin your chances of being sent home anytime soon. Try and act like a stable, well-adjusted person that you are. Failure. Too sensitive. You open your mouth with the intention of convincing him that you're just fine, but the stress is too high to control and it instantly overwhelms you. Let's cry our heart out. We're really dramatic. Your face wrinkles in spasms and tears burst out of your eyes suddenly as if pressurized canisters full of ocean water have been ruptured by a stray bullet.
Right to let it out.
You recognize great compassion in his voice. Gradually, sob by sob, you calm down and your breathing slows down to its usual tempo.
There are tissues on the table if you need them.
Not reckless. Oh, you're right. I'm technically not reckless right now. I'll use a tissue.
Feeling a little better?
He smiles.
Good.
He pauses for a moment.
May I ask, how is your sleep these days?
Dramatic. I haven't slept in months.
Is that so?
He seems to inspect the dark circles under your eyes.
If you happen to have trouble falling asleep tonight.
He opens his hand, revealing a single purple pill lying on his palm. There's no reflection in his glasses. Above them is a pair of bushy eyebrows.
Remember, what I'm giving you is a mild, non-prescription herbal hypnotic drug. Nothing more.
Take the pill.
Hopefully it'll help you calm down and get some rest tonight. We'll continue tomorrow.
How's that Eminem song go? Green and yellow, purple pills.
Now you only need to pick up the key card for your room. And I'll call the receptionist to make sure everything is in order.
Sounds good. Thank you. Ooh, I can also go into this bathroom.
The exit is behind you. That's the bathroom.
Can I use it?
Of course.
I just want to snoop around. Yeah, see, there's something in here. The book's cover is dominated by a stunning redhead, her face elegantly made up, her dress tight. Shadows gather all around her, but a gun in her hand shows she's ready for any threat, not to mention that she's a décolletage. She's definitely dressed to kill. Above the woman, the title, Lilith Undercover. Below, the author's names, T.J. Sampson. Toilet literature. Dang. I bet the lady outside is that lady. A man with eyes red from crying meets your gaze from the other side of the mirror. He looks exactly like you, but somehow doesn't feel like you. What's happening to me? You must have gotten lost in thought for a moment while the doctor was speaking. It couldn't have possibly happened more than a couple of minutes ago, but it feels like an hour has passed. Then the sound of the old alarm clock awakened you from a daydream you can't remember, and the overwhelming tsunami of dread appeared out of nowhere. I could probably get rid of anxious apprehension right now, but instead I'm going to be nosy and see what the doctor keeps in his cabinet. Toothpaste, a bottle of toilet paper, and a bottle of whiskey. Look at the label. A strong, stoic, armored warrior, icicles clinging to his mustache. He stares blankly through the bottle, clutched in his bag, frozen hand. Below the figure, in a purple old-fashioned font, it says, Numb Night Sour Mash. The recipe stays the same. 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Take a few sips. Status gauge, Dipsy. You're not exactly drunk, but it has dulled your anxiety and a bit opened you up to other people as well as all kinds of spur-of-the-moment decisions you might regret later. Craving another drink, +1 impulse, +2 extroverted, +1 indifferent. So now we're arrogant and we're reckless. Well, if we're reckless, we might as well swallow this pill with some whiskey. What could go wrong? You put the pill in your mouth, open the bottle. After one gulp of the strong, heart-staging liquid, the purple capsule is inside your stomach. Yeah, as you swallow it, a dark, nutty, and salty undertone begins to emerge. Splash some water on your face. Calm yourself down. As soon as you turn on the tap, right, it's disgusting. This doesn't surprise you. Instead, it's almost like you expected it to happen. Well, I'm still reckless. You splash a few bit of water on your face, immediately triggers your gag reflex. The feeling passes in a moment. You realize this near vomit experience has actually helped you ground yourself a bit. Well, I didn't gain anxious apprehension.
Refreshed yourself? Feeling a bit better now?
Tipsy, much better.
That's good to hear. See you tomorrow, Mr. Harrow.
Well, now that we know there's alcohol in here, at least we can get drunk every day. Woman is beating up the vending machine. I feel like now that we're drunk, we're going to be able to be friends with her.
Come on, you thief!
Oh, no. Anxious apprehension. Just get away from her. Huh.
I'll break you open if I have to.
The puddle is still here. But we can't really do anything with it. What about the road? Blocked by lack of motivation. So curious, this guy shows up and like crashes his car every day here too. There's a bus stop this way and another road this way. Won't get far without a car. We have a car. No bus until tomorrow. Uncomfortable bus stop. Personalized card to be used, but you have your car anyway. We never tried apartment number 5. A stocky man in his 50s opens the door. Yes. Oop, wrong door. Sorry. Now, I guess we've discovered another character at least, though. You press the knob and push the door, half expecting it to work. It's locked. All right, well, if we can't interact with her, I guess let's just go into the office and see what we can do.
Hi, yes, my problem... Again?
All the attention of the girl is being hogged by the ongoing phone call.
Oh, hold on. I have someone on the other line.
Oh, that's different. She presses a button on the phone.
Hello, reception? Oh, what can I do for you, Dr. Fink? If it's about the Wi-Fi,
She pauses and directs her gaze towards you.
Yes, he's here. Of course, no problem.
In an instant, the realization dawns on you. Because of your crying outburst at the end of the session, Dr. Finnick must have just warned the receptionist of your condition. Blocked by arrogant. Wow, we're drunk. Let's wink at her. She winks back at you, then smiles as she touches the button again.
Hello? I'm very sorry. I will have to call you back later. Bye.
She ends the call and turns to you.
Hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
She continues in the same breath without waiting for the
Everything is
answer.
in perfect order. Don't you worry a bit about anything.
Sorry.
Apology accepted. Okay, let's get you into your room.
Her voice is full of enthusiasm.
So, number 6. That's the last one on the 2nd floor. Everything's ready for you. And...
She raised her hand, holding a piece of blue and red plastic.
This is your key card.
Nod and wait for her to put it on the counter. We'll do things differently because she's nice to us this time.
Confused by this. You were expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you?
I was.
Well, we decided to...
Yeah. Suddenly, she curtails her excitement as if she remembers something.
You must be very tired. Perhaps I'll tell you about it some other time. It's a really interesting story.
I'm looking forward to hearing it some time.
Here.
She hands over the key card and puts on some kind of document on the counter.
Your signature.
Draw a stick figure instead.
All right. Thank you.
She barely manages not to
I'm
laugh.
here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
Oh man, all video games should let you just get randomly drunk in the middle of them.
Come on, you thief.
Wow, so now we have like the whole day ahead of us because we haven't had to spend literally the entire day waiting for that phone call to happen. We'll unlock the door and enter. And then, I guess some of the differences, though, is like we didn't get a pen. We didn't get the brochure. Why am I afraid of unpacking? Anxious apprehension. Perhaps you're scared of what you might find inside. Perhaps it's full of snakes. Worried that unpacking, you accept that you're going to stay here for some time. What could be inside? You! I like the voice inside of her head. It's making me very paranoid. Perhaps I could relax in the armchair instead. Looks exactly like the one in Dr. Fink's room. As soon as your butt touches the frayed armchair seat, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attain therapy you don't need has drained you mentally and physically. All you want is to sleep, but unnerving restlessness is gnawing at you from the inside like a colony of termites. Let's stare at the suitcase. What a pitiful and inert object. It's full of my stuff. Stuff, clothes, phone charger, toothbrush, might as well be empty, but it isn't. It won't ever be without your help. I guess let's mess with our phone. With a gentle touch, the phone screen turns on again. Scroll through your feed. That always makes you drowsy. You start scrolling, but every post looks like you've seen it before. Same old, same old. I mean, let's try the phone again, I guess. Quick match of hyper-casualness. Playing this game right now for some reason feels unsettling. This was supposed to be relaxing. It's not your fault. You're simply too nervous to play a stressful game like this right now. All right, well then we'll close our eyes and hope sleep will come. I mean, we did get day drunk. And we did take that pill. Let's answer the phone.
Hello, sir.
This is me, Jack
Well,
Eugene
Mr.
Harrow.
I am so pleased to have finally reached you. My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
My case? I mean, I'm still
Well,
drunk, so
my
I'm much
information is
friendlier.
correct. You have recently been unjustly forced to participate in treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests. Now, I'm sure you're quite concerned, Mr. Harrow, but don't worry. We're here to help you regain your rights.
Are you referring to my psychotherapy here in Rue Valley?
Mr. Harrow, let me be frank with you. I have no idea where this true valley of yours is, but we will work together to put an end to this undue response to your, well, unique situation. I mean, we have only known each other for a couple of minutes, and I can already see what a strong-willed individual you are. You know what you want, and nothing will stop you from getting it.
Damn right.
So I presume you're ready for the next step in our cooperation?
Yeah, why not?
Now that's what I like to hear. Eugene, Mr. Harrow, you truly are a man of action. I'll write down your general consent here and forward your case to my colleagues in our paralegal department. They'll contact you shortly. Well, Mr. Harrow, it was a colossal pleasure talking with you. Juice!
Juice indeed. All right, well, let's close our eyes again. Just waiting on phone calls. As your mind begins to drift, reality fades away. There's only darkness and silence, but your mind refuses to calm down. Aha. So we have a couple of other things in here. Who's this guy? The stocky man, staying in motel number 5. The night sky turns blood red. You feel an infinite scream passing through everything. Unbearable anxiety engulfs you. We chose to hide. You can't hide from the sky being lit on fire. And suddenly everything happened again. Everything again, but nothing after. Judging by the careless man you witnessed, the man is either under the influence or another patient of Dr. Phoenix. He's gonna kill somebody, most likely himself. When did this happen? This evening, but later this evening. The loudest thunder. Our reflexes still worked, as well as our heart. If the meaning of what you've experienced is still hard to grasp, this is some weird deja vu. The memory seems so real, and yet these things clearly never happened. Have you gone completely mad? Maybe they were right to send you to Dr. Finnick. What if the careless driver really does show up? What if lightning actually strikes the motel and the sky turns red? The combination of several specific memories can create an idea. With enough inspiration or willpower points, you could turn that idea into intention. The intentions open new dialogue options that will lead you through the journey of completing that intention. Keep in mind that not all that you intend can be successfully achieved. Memory or fantasy? How could you remember something that's yet to happen? And again, why would you imagine events so specific? Not enough willpower. You want to get up and find out if these strange memories will play out in reality, if it is all but the fever dream of a lunatic. Oh, I think sensitivity is like willpower on the other side. Yet you can't. It's all too much. You really want to forget you even had these weird visions, to forget about being here, to forget about the incident. Stay in the armchair forever. Seconds feel like minutes, minutes like hours. Where can I suggest new games for you to play? Best spots on the Discord. There is a stream suggestion on the ! Discord. Okay, there's nothing I can do on the phone. As soon as you close your eyes, the images return, each one chasing each other, but gradually your thoughts begin to slow down. Your consciousness lightens its feverish grasp on you. No turmoil, no remorse. Let's say no remorse. Anxious apprehension lost. Was it the purple pill? Or was it the numb night? Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Embrace the sweet relief. Like a leaf on the wind, you're tossed this way and that. We still have a total lack of motivation, but at least we're got rid of the anxious apprehension. What is that? A tiny spark of light seems to have taken root deep inside of you. It must have broken away from the mighty forked bolt of the brightest lightning you saw earlier. A spark still without shape, still without purpose, but full of potential. Krakachoom. The sound of the loudest thunder jerks you out of your slumber. The speck of energy, now fully grown, is pulsing in your chest. You remember this feeling. Inspiration gained. Total lack of motivation gone. Intention updated, memory or fantasy. You can use inspiration points in the mind map to turn ideas into intentions. To get inspired, you need to explore and experience something new, no matter how insignificant it seems. But unlike real willpower, inspiration is a fickle thing. Once spent, it's gone for good. As you finally recognize what it is, your pathetic attempt at forgetting about what you experienced earlier is shattered. Ooh. Intention acquired. You have to find out if the careless driver showed up again. You must know if the sky will be set ablaze. You need to see if everything will happen again, and if it does, you need to remember. Here you can see your active intentions. Select them to get more details about how to complete them. All right, well, there's... Not being anxious anymore is huge. The rain slackened off. You see nothing in the ordinary, nothing you can put your finger on. If the careless driver visited the motel, he surely left already while you were sleeping. As you exit the room, the hair rises on the back of your neck and an eerie sensation takes hold of you. Glance towards the parking lot. As you stare at the reflections on the wet, dark asphalt, the memory begins unfolding. He enters the car, starts the engine, and he hits the transformer while driving in reverse, smashing his rear light before driving away in a cloud of smoke. There may be some evidence down there. I'm also noticing our neighbor has the TV on, it looks like. So I'm going to say hi to him again. Buddy, you're obviously in there. Just curious if something would happen if I knocked like 10 times. 10th is just in there? Nice. I will take a look for it. Let's investigate. As you come closer to the transformer, you immediately notice a couple of red plastic shards. Arrogant. I'm such a great detective. A damn good detective. You are so smart. Look at the shards. Several small ones scattered around translucent triangles and rhomboids. Largest of them lying right next to the transformer, shiny and wet, boldly staring at you. Inspect the large shard. Obviously part of a broken taillight. He's been here already. There's no other option. I knew I would find something here, and I did. It has to be true. Boom. And then, before you can wrap your head around it, the skies are once again set ablaze, exactly as you remembered, confusing you even further. What will happen now when you find yourself back in Dr. Finnick's office? Will you remember anything? Or was this a once-time thing, and the evening will now continue as if nothing had happened? You cast your gaze on your wristwatch. It's 8:47 p.m. From now on, you have the exact time displayed here. Pay attention to it, because in Rue Valley, situations change when time changes. Characters might leave locations, arrive at others, their mood might change, and they might act differently at different times. I heard some mixed things about Rue Valley. Is it good? I mean, I'm very interested in it so far. We've got a good mystery going. It's building on itself nicely. I think the biggest complaints I heard about Rue Valley is that, like, the endings were... At a certain point, it kind of branched out a lot of different ways, and then it pushed back into one ending. But I know that they've patched that since, and they've added a bunch of new endings. So, I'm not sure.
Still with me, Mr. Harrell?
Wait, don't answer him. He's only trying to confuse you, make you
Mr.
forget.
Harrell, can you hear me?
And you need to remember. I was daydreaming. You were until the sound of that old alarm clock awakened you. The muffled sound of clanging interrupts your train of thought, and suddenly an image of a young woman punching and kicking the old vending machine emerges in your mind. Just like the first rock in an avalanche, inevitably followed by others, more memories start to emerge. The receptionist, the thunder, the mysterious driver, and finally that of yourself standing in front of the transformer under the fiery sky. Everything happened again. Intention complete. You're in a time loop. As you struggle to put the memories in your correct order, your mental fog dissipates and the two simple words form on your lips. Time loop. Gain 1 inspiration. Trapped in some sort of time loop where the same 47 minutes repeat over and over. Oh, that's it. It's 47 minutes. Time loop. Time loop. Time loop. Dr. Fink's voice pulls you back to the old motel room.
I don't think I follow, Mr. Harrell. Would you care to elaborate?
You're in a time loop. I'm trapped in a time loop. Oh, man. I can't do it. I feel weak. I can't breathe. There's no air in here. I'm about to pass out.
Mr. Harrell, please, do not break eye contact. Take a deep breath, put your palms on your chest, and try to calm down.
Nice to see devs listening to feedback. Always, always. I mean, this game is beautiful. It's got great UI, great sound design, great visuals. Everything about this is like, should be good. It's not working. I need to get out of here. It's becoming unbearable. Leave the office. No, I wanted to go into the bathroom. I wanted to read the comic book. Or the book. You see the same woman beating up the same vending machine. We could talk to her now, though. The weird calm settles behind the confusion, a heavy gloom. You imagine countless future versions of yourself pushing through the same door. One will burst out in frantic purpose, another will slump in defeat, a third will laugh with hysterical clarity. Each will carry out a different plan, a different thought, a different flavor of desperation. But she will always be the same, kicking and shouting the same slur of anger at the vending machine that won't behave forever.
Come on, you thief.
Talk with her. What happened to your lethargy? I just don't feel it right now. Great news! Aren't you too anxious to talk to her? Nope. Really? Okay, you got this then. See why she's beating up a vending machine. Why do you need coffee this late?
Says the guy who looks like he's had at least 7 cups already.
She grins.
This would be my first today, believe it or not. Excuse me, but I'll try getting my coffee.
Her words are accentuated with a very loud bang. Is there no other place to get coffee around here?
No, unfortunately not. I'm stuck with this broken piece of antiquity.
I need to learn how to write the shaders for this art style immediately. Right. They're very cool. She turns her attention back to the machine.
Work, you piece of crap.
Maybe the universe is telling you to switch to tea.
And as soon as the universe produces tea that smells, tastes, and feels like coffee, I'm all in.
Yeah, me too, lady.
Seriously, what do I do now? I cannot survive what's left of the day without coffee.
1 minute passed. Maybe you can fix it. It's just an old machine, undoubtedly. The malfunction is caused by something mundane. Fix the vending machine. Not enough willpower. Ah, I see. I have 1 inspiration point. Oh, so I probably can't do every single thing.
Break you open if I have to.
Oh, hey. The car is interactable now. Through the years of neglect and a few layers of desert sand, you catch a glimpse of your own reflection in the car's window. Are you really thinking of running away? What else is there to think of? I say dramatically. Bold choice. Nothing says I'm in control of my life like flooring it into the great unknown or slinking back home. I just want to go home. Home is where the heart is, right? Hollow, cold, closed off, and abandoned. Are you sure? New idea. Drive back home. That feels like that's not going to get me anywhere. But that is one I could do. There is a bench here I can also interact with now. I like how the interactables change every time. You place your butt cheeks on the wooden bench and let gravity do the rest. You're trapped in an ever-repeating 47 minutes. There has to be an explanation. Sure, but where to start? You're stuck in a random place and time. Nothing seems to happen, and yet too many things do happen to know them all. Small events, insignificant, forgettable stuff. You still have to observe everything, everywhere, all at once, then somehow discern the important stuff from the background noise and remember it. Your memory is the only tool you have at your disposal. Information is the key to solving this. But there's too many things to remember. It's only 47 minutes. Just observe and do nothing? You could do stuff, sure. It's just that sitting on your ass and watching things unravel is much easier. No willpower required. I'm going to wait until something interesting happens. It's still early. You're pretty sure that you didn't miss anything important before now. It gives you a bit of confidence. You got this. Nothing much going on. The sun is still on the horizon. You still hear the familiar clanging sound of the poor vending machine. The woman's still there. I'm going to wait on this bench all day. 47 minutes spent on this bench. Vending machine vandal. Gets on her motorbike. The woman seems to have lost the battle with the vending machine, left the motel and drove south. You can't help but wonder where she went. Did we follow her in the car? I gotta know. You know, I had an idea. Now I gotta go. Now I gotta go see if I can capitalize on that idea. Drive south. I didn't expect this. Time loop stock stalker. Yes! Totally worked. Hey, you're the coffee lady, right? I'm totally not stalking you. She looks busy and completely ignores your existence. Can I ask you a question? She jumps startled behind the bike, then looks at you for a second before her gaze refocuses on the machine. I'm in a bit of a hurry right now. I just need to finish this and I'm off. I gotta be honest. I did not think there were going to be other places I could go. Let alone, like, fully searchable locations. We'll solve this then. Gas tank stands alone, left behind, or simply forgotten. It might be full, ready to blow and turn everything into a hellfire, or it's empty, useless, slowly rusting under sun, wind, and rain, unwanted and wasting away. It's full. Just like you. Whoa. Deep. There is a bench here. Let's go inside Max's gas, probably. And then I'll just sit there and wait for her to drive off again. A hang in there kitten poster. In front of you is a plain old school poster showing a tiny cat clinging to an arrow branch, paws barely hanging on. Below that precarious feline, the words "hang in there" convey a straightforward message of encouragement in heavy block letters. I haven't seen a motivational poster like this in ages. They come and go. One decade they're nostalgic kitsch, the next they're everywhere again. Rinse and repeat. Who put this poster here anyway? And why here of all places? There must be a story behind it. It's one of those secrets waiting to be unlocked, and every revelation only draws you in deeper. Even if the answers never come, just searching for them can fuel you with a certain energy. Kitty, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. The cat looks like the type that will forgive most anyone, at least most of the time. All right, Kitty, I'll hang in there. One inspiration gained. For a moment, you swear the cat winks only for you to remind you it's just your imagination. Put the phone on silent. I don't want to answer this guy right now. I'm in the middle of doing stuff. Casually bended ledger lies on the counter like a cheap leaflet or a cheap magazine. She either feels completely safe or the sparse numbers aren't worth protecting. Monitor cycles through cameras covering every inch of the gas station. No wonder Maxine rarely leaves the counter, if ever. Though she meets your gaze, the woman chews on something viciously for a few seconds before acknowledging your existence.
Gas. You need some help getting gas in that city car yard, or you don't want something else? We got no booze, mind you.
Why's no alcohol?
'Cause it's my shop and I says so. That enough for you?
No, I'm nosy.
You really want to get plastered? There's a new fancy bar up the road past the motel.
Ooh. Okay, that wasn't a good start. Hi, I'm Eugene. Extend your hand.
Maxine K.
Nice. Nailed it. She accepts your handshake, and her grip is stronger than a hydraulic press.
And before you ask, yeah, I named the station after myself, Max Gas.
I get the joke. You want your customers to get max gas.
To be honest with you, I didn't give that much thought to it. The name just made sense to me. I wanted to have something of my own, and I wanted it to be known.
For my articles. Oh, we're a writer. This is, I always felt like shit when I had to use pseudonyms for my article. Is it really even mine then?
Pseudonyms? Articles? You just continued a story that was already underway in your own head.
I was a content writer, and I was forced to use fake names for articles that I wrote.
I know what pseudonym means, thanks very much. And this content writing thing sounds much like lying to me. But you do have a point. One must stake a claim to what they own, otherwise outsiders just gonna take it all. I reckon this might look strange to you, but my family used to own this whole place, from the mountains and the source of the River Rue to the canyon that goes to Gray City.
This is very fascinating, the way it's being written.
But the only thing that's left out of all is the ranch house up north.
Ooh, ranch house. So there's a bar up north and there's a ranch house up north.
From the whole large family, the only ones that's still alive are Pops, Alex, and me.
At least you still have a family.
To be honest, I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse right now. You didn't come here to listen to me rambling about the sad history and state of the K family. What can I do you for?
No. Please do continue with your ramblings about your family's histories. She brought a thin, transient smile.
Well, my great-grandpops came to this land some 130-odd years ago with nothing but a herd of cattle and a desire to make a name for himself. Maynard K was his name. Slowly, with hard work and a lot of sweat and blood, he purchased the whole valley from the state. Made it his own. Our family filled its coffers and prospered and built a magnificent ranch manor house.
Why do I sense a button there?
'Cause every good story has one, I guess. Anywho.
Gotta have a butt in a good story.
The butt of this tale is the industrialization of food production. It became much more profitable to cram as much cows as you can into concrete and metal boxes, make them live in their own shit, and pump them full of antibiotics.
Yeah, true.
I even heard the poor things are forced to eat their own dead.
Oof. Cows are eating cows?
Yeah. The feeble and the dead get ground up into powder, which they mix up with regular cow chow. Cannibalism on the side. This increases the calorie intake and reduces costs. That's how the story goes.
Dark, man.
Well, anywho. My grandpops Philip tried to persuade great-grandpops Maynard to modernize, to follow the new direction money could have taken him. They had an offer to make a co-op with General Meats. Maynard refused over and over again, and that caused some bad blood between the two.
Oh, you have to stick to what you know. He was in the right.
That's kind of the point, you know. If they industrialized the cows, Maynard would lose both the only thing he knew how to do and his way of life. So, Kays kept on doing as Kays ever did, herding through the whole valley. But the industrials were making more cheap meat over, flooding the market. And eventually that choked the family business dead. And as his business was dying, Maynard died. I'm just grateful he bit the dust before all he built with his own 2 hands fell to nothing.
So the business fell apart after his death.
Yes and no. When Maynard died, there wasn't a whole lot left. Philip always claimed the old man died out of spite, but I think he died from a broken heart.
Oh, sad
Still,
story.
he tried to rally the family, to industrialize, but it was too little too late. We were cornered out of the Gray City market by then. So, with no source of income, the family was forced to declare bankruptcy and sell land back to the state at dirt cheap prices. And that was the end of us. Within 1 generation, rise and fall of the House of K.
Lady, I know stories. This is not the end.
It's the end for now. There are other stories about my family, but I ain't got the heart or mind to tell them.
Hey, Max. What's up?
Hey, Riley.
Aha, we got her name.
Here's for the gas. You don't happen to keep some coffee under the counter, do ya?
These look like they're sisters.
No coffee, sorry. I got a couple cans of Mega Jitter in the fridge if you're that desperate.
Those make me twitch like Uncle Ben on a clean day.
Definitely.
I'll pass, thanks.
They both laugh.
See my brother around, by any chance?
Yeah, he's right here in his...
She turns to point towards the garage, her eyes widen, and she stops mid-sentence. What the?
Disappear.
Left without saying anything, huh? Typical Frank.
Wow, we're getting a lot of characters info
No,
here.
There's only one road out of here. He couldn't have driven off without me seeing him. Hold on, I'm calling.
She reaches for her
Already
phone.
tried calling him, Max. No use.
She nods at her and proceeds with the phone.
Off network. Damn.
Yeah. Pity. I was hoping to catch him at the motel before I head out.
Oh, where you headed, by the way? Vacation?
Nothing like that. I quit at Coral Destiny.
Ooh.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, I just need a change.
Ugh.
Plot thickens.
Thought you'd never leave.
I didn't think I would either, but here we are.
I like how time is just passing constantly while I'm in this conversation. Like, asking her to tell me the entire history of her family took, like, a good 10 minutes, I think.
I'd rather not talk about it. I just Wanted to say goodbye to Frank before I leave. You know, we've been at odds lately, but I hoped.
She leaves the thought unfinished.
He's not at the motel, he's not here, so probably drove to Bothwood?
Yeah, that sound like him, but still, I swear I've been standing right here looking at the only road the whole time. And I didn't see or hear him leave. No sound, no dust, no nothing.
I guess this is what the bench outside is for.
I went outside about an hour ago, maybe half an hour, talked to him. He was fixing to need his car, and his blue pickup was still parked there.
Blue pickup. Are they talking about the careless driver you saw at the motel?
Well, couldn't he have driven it the other way?
Into the mine pit? I would have heard that for sure.
She looks towards the pit. The fence is intact. Weird for sure, but it's Frank. There's always some sort of twist. They both fall silent for a moment. Blocked by Nosy. Stop listening. No, I guess we continue
Hey,
listening.
I know. Let's check the security camera footage. We'll see when and how he managed to disappear.
Oh, great idea. Let me see. Need admin access to rewind. Just a second, need to log in.
She starts typing on the keyboard and mumbling to herself, probably trying to remember her password. I think I added some numbers at the end, she mutters to herself.
Oh, shit. Rain. And I'm on a bike.
Sucks. You in a hurry?
Not really, but I wanted to stop by the cemetery before I continue on.
Tough luck. Till the rain stops, it'll probably be night by then.
Yeah, not the best time to visit the cemetery.
Lady, I got a car. I'll take you.
That's my luck.
Anyways, I'm logged in now. Want to come behind the counter? Oh.
No need. Can see everything from here.
All right, let's rewind.
There he is. Stop. It says 7:55 p.m. That's only half an hour ago.
So that's before we wake up. Careless driver and his blue pickup appear on the screen.
Fast forward a bit.
All right, let's see.
She fast forwards the video for no longer than a couple of moments, and the careless driver as well as his pickup disappear from the video.
He just vanished.
What? How?
I don't know.
There's no way. You must have misclicked or something.
I didn't. Look, it says 8 p.m. right there.
Ooh.
Go back a little. Maybe we missed something.
Okay, let's go back.
Maybe he is also time looping. Ooh. I wonder. Crystal Lauren, hello. Welcome, welcome. Here he is again.
Half speed.
All right.
She plays the same part at half speed.
Unbelievable. 8 p.m. on a dot and poof.
We keep listening. She laughs nervously.
That's nuts. I can't believe he hacked the security camera.
Why would he do that?
I don't know, but I bet he wasn't really even there before 8.
So you think I imagined it? I know what I saw.
No, I'm just saying, Frank didn't just vanish into thin air. There's gotta be a rational explanation.
My rational explanation is time loop.
I don't have one, but I know what I saw with my own eyes.
Maybe the footage skipped into another date or something. Let's rewind a bit more just to be sure.
Well, it's say 8th of August, 2027 right there in the corner, but let's try.
Oh, this is happening soon.
Look,
She rewinds the footage.
And that mirror right there as I remember it. I stepped out for some air, asked Frank how he's doing.
Clock on the screen keeps ticking backwards. Around 7:25, a stocky man, we know the stocky man, briefly appears in the frame walking out of the gas station in reverse. You immediately recognize him as the guest from Motel Room 5.
Who's that?
Just a rando customer dropped by to ask something. No idea who he is.
She's stumbling over her own words. Is she hiding something?
Oh, all right. You look kind of familiar, but I must have mistaken him for someone. Well, anyway, I don't get it. Frank couldn't have just sunk into the ground.
Good mystery.
I'm telling you, something strange is going on here. You know, my dad has been disappearing from our house lately.
What, Walter too?
Well, not like this. He just somehow escapes the house while I'm at work.
That's insane. Doesn't it freak you out?
Well, he usually comes back on his own, but he never tells me where he's been. And I'm bloody worried something might happen. He's 86 after all.
Oh, well,
Just going to the bar, probably.
That's crazy.
Yep, he's done it again today. I asked Alex to look for him, but he's too busy with his project to leave the house. So as soon as that roadblock is down, I'm gonna close here and go look for him.
But how does he exit the house on his own?
I don't know. We got a fancy new door. We boarded up the window.
Dude, I'm getting so many memories in this combo.
Pops has a secret way of just disappearing. Alex has some theories.
Don't get me started on Alex and his theories.
Yeah, I know. But Frank disappearing like this? Even Alex would be dumbfounded.
She looks towards the
Come on,
screen.
it's not some paranormal thing. Frank's messing with us. I'm sure he's swapped the footage or something.
Even if he swapped the footage, how do you explain he's there at 7:59 and gone at 8?
I don't know, but it's the only thing that makes sense. I've known him all my life. He's up to something.
I love that my guy is just so nosy. He cannot stop getting information in this. Like, I feel like this is going to go until 8:47.
Brothers, right? Always pulling something.
Yeah, no kidding. You never know what you're gonna get with them.
And somehow they always manage to get away with everything.
Tell me about it. They drive you crazy, but you can't help but care about them.
Right. You try to look out for them, but they never listen, yet they expect you to be there when things fall apart.
True. To be fair, Frank was there for me for 7 long years after Mom died, when we were living at the motel. I was a difficult teenager, let me tell you, so you have to give him that. But ever since...
She falls silent for the moment.
Changed him. You know, he's a good mechanic, but lately it's been a pain working with him. There's no such changes with Alex. He's been the same old lunatic he's ever been. A few more wrinkles, a little less hair. That's the only changes I see in him.
Well, consistency does count for something, even if it's consistently... chaotic.
All right, folks, we got 15 minutes till it blows up.
I don't think Alex could be anything else, even if he wanted to.
As you said, brothers.
Well,
She laughs.
Family is family. Maybe it's on us to figure out how to accept them for who they are.
Yeah, I don't know about that. When someone crosses my lines, I, cut them off.
Maybe that attitude is why a hot girl like you don't have a boyfriend.
It's definitely not that, trust me. And
So
I'm
she's
far from
single.
being a girl, Max.
Oh, come on, take the compliment. I'm 9 years older. I wouldn't complain about being called a girl. So, what's the reason then?
I just haven't really been looking for a boyfriend. What about you? Anyone special?
Who would have this entire conversation with this customer just like standing there? This customer that has stalked you from the motel.
Whew, I wish. If only I could have found someone decent and respectable. Pops would be so proud.
She trails off, leaving an awkward silence in the air.
Do you ever look back on something you did and wonder if you were wrong? Even though you thought it was the right choice at the time?
I mean, that's literally this whole game.
Well, I keep asking myself if I made a mistake every day since I quit.
No, not like that. I mean, something bigger.
She frowns.
Bigger than uprooting your entire life? I don't know. Feels like I'm already free-falling as it is.
I mean, something you'd rather people never know about, even if you had good reasons.
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like the truth does more harm than good, but keeping it quiet for too long, that's tough, or at least for me. Maybe that's why I'm running now. Feels like freedom, leaving it all behind, but...
So she's single? No, horny
sometimes
bugs.
I wonder if I'm just avoiding facing some things head on.
Yeah.
Her voice is quiet like a whisper.
Run.
They will fall quiet for a while.
I think the rain is letting up. Hope it'll stop soon. Hey, do you sell those little croissants? You know, the ones filled with stuff?
Pain au chocolat?
24-hour butterbloom choco?
That's not what I was thinking, but...
No, the ones with the vodka-flavored cream or something.
Ah, these.
She points to the package of mini croissants on the shelf.
Yes! How much are they?
$9.89.
Here. Anyway, I'm glad we ran into each other, even if it was just in passing.
Yeah, everyone's leaving one by one. I get it, though.
Yeah, well, people change, things change. New faces come eventually.
Perhaps, but it's not the same. Us K's, though, we were the first to arrive, so nothing could convince us to leave. I just hope we don't die out soon.
You won't. Don't worry.
Okay, so they aren't sisters, but they just know each other, I guess.
Still don't know what to make of Frank vanishing just like that.
10 minutes.
I know. It's weird. Gotta admit, something feels off.
Wait, I just have to see it once more.
She fiddles with the footage, playing it forward and backwards every time. As soon as the timestamp reaches 8, the careless driver and his pickup completely disappear.
It's no use. Won't find anything new.
You're probably right. Oh, the rain seems to be stopping. I won't keep you any longer. Have a safe trip.
Thanks.
They share a long, silent look, the kind only possible between two people who couldn't be more different yet have known each other forever. And then, the loudest thunderclap strikes as if triggered by it. They both unfreeze, ending the heavy moment. She looks at you wondering if you want to buy something or if you're just here to waste her time. Who's that stocky guy who was here before? I do want to say I'm trapped in a time loop, but I want to know about the stocky guy.
Stocky, what are you rambling about?
Broad-shouldered, built like a tank, thick set. No, he was here today around 7:30.
Lots of them come through. We are the only gas station around these parts, you know.
I'm trapped in a time loop. The only thing worse than a sudden stare she gives you is the excessive eye roll that
I
followed.
ain't got no time for crazy. You either gonna buy something or move on. I'm getting enough of this shit at home.
She looks very annoyed. Maybe that was not such a great idea. You don't believe me.
Well, it ain't that I don't believe you. I just don't give a shit about a rando stranger and his weird-ass ideas. The thing I do give a shit about is whether you're gonna buy something. So what's it gonna be?
No, really. I'm reliving the same 47 minutes over and over again.
All right, listen now.
She leans on the counter and points her finger up the road
Follow
outside.
this road north and you'll reach the motel. Ask there for Doc Fink and you'll be all set. Now either buy something or move on.
She thinks you're crazy. I get it. She nods and returns to her routine. So we picked up a butt ton of memories here. Maxine Kay is the owner of Max Gas. She has a brother, Alexander. Her father is missing. Maxine is acting strangely about the stocky man. You asked Maxine about him, but she either doesn't know or she's hiding it. Perhaps the receptionist knows him. He's staying in motel room 5. Maxine's father, Walter, is missing. The strange man carelessly driving is Frank. He's a mechanic at the gas station, but mysteriously disappeared. Gathering information might be your best shot at figuring out this. Least you can do is find a bench and observe what's going on. Riley used to work at Coral Destiny. She leaves the motel at 8:08. I have 2 points. I could still fix the vending machine. I'm going to work on that one. Ooh, a bucket. An old school soapy water and brush meant for cleaning windshields with love and painstaking care. I love doing it. The windshield, the whole car. Gave you peace, clarity in the midst of chaos. Too bad it's useless now. There's no time to do it properly. Security cameras. Watchful Eye, probably something like Safeguard Vision X Defender Cam Stealth Edition or some other verbose name like that, recording your every move. What if this is a reality show? I'm being filmed for some rich people's amusement? It would make sense, wouldn't it? The whole thing is staged? New idea gained, reality show. That's a fun one. Though I don't expect it's the case. You know what? I'm just going to sit on this bench and see if anything happens in the next 7 minutes. Oh, no, apparently I am not. I guess we can't get here before 8 o'clock, so. Can we drive further south? I guess that would be the old cemetery. $843. $846. Her bike is here, so she should also be around here. Well, this feels like I made the right choice. Unless this graveyard is massive. Style is simple, but the face is carved with startling detail. You feel the dead eyes on you judging. The miner's stern expression makes you want to salute him. You almost do, but there are saner ways to show respect. At the base of the statue is a plaque, dirty with some letters fading, but still legible. In remembrance of the miners who lost their lives in a tragic accident beneath the earth they labored, upon the earth we honor their rest, they forever remain in our heart. The date is mostly gone, only the year 1994. At the bottom sits the Apex Ore logo. Must have been a big accident if they felt compelled to commemorate it like this. You can only hope that it was big enough for them to overhaul their safety protocols so it wouldn't happen again. Okay. So that's the only thing up here. What's down this way? Instantly fall on the engraving, Walter Philip K., May 1941, with no date of death. The bronze sarcophagus is turned green with age, still waiting to swallow Walter's body. At the center of the lid are a perfectly carved cowboy hat, a set of stirrups, and a repeating rifle. What's with the opulence? Those who were once rich and powerful might not have anymore have to work extra hard to remind everyone of it, especially the great unifier that is death. Maynard K., founder of Bothwood and the K Cattle Empire. Got all of these you can look at. Alexander Walter K. So that's like the whole family plot. The monument makes you feel strange out of time and very small, as if a century rolled over you and left in the dust. There's a plaque at the base. Wide block letters leads in memory of the Guiding Light mission crew who tragically died on September 28th, 2025. 3 names follow with a brief epitaph. Rose Wolf, mission specialist. Mark Hobb, mission specialist. Beloved father, husband, and son. Judy Resnick, mission commander, beloved daughter and wife. Below the name, a text follows. Choral Destiny remains steadfast in its ideal to send people to explore new worlds, leap into the unknown, and carry human life beyond the cradle. You're now a part of that journey, now and forever. Your sacrifices are the unwanted but necessary first steps if humanity is to keep our cradle from becoming our grave. On behalf of the company, your loved ones, and humanity, we salute you. At the bottom, the type name and a scrawled signature stands out. Isabel Watson, CEO. The CEO signed the monument? Reads like a press release. One more signature hardly changes the tone. No! I should have talked to her instead. You tried to leave the damn hotel and all the therapy nonsense behind, but everything kept falling apart. Dreamer called. That's it? I feel like that glitched on me just then. I feel like something should have happened when I recalled that dream.
Mr. Harrow?
Yeah, but I have to go now. Get up and leave the office.
Mr. Harrow, please.
Come on, you thief!
Maybe I can help the vending machine. She looks at you
Sure.
suspiciously.
Give it a go.
Yeah, you know, most machines are fixed by turning them off and putting them back on, Graham. Grab the power machine coming from the back of the machine. It's thick and dirty. Now what? Pull the cable forcibly. The cable jumps out of the plug in the wall, but the force used is too strong, at least for the old wall plug. It jumps out of the wall with the cable.
Whoa!
She's staring at the bare wires coming out of the wall.
Good job. Maybe it's for the best. At least now Ben might realize they need to repair the damn thing.
Ben. He's the guy whose box is in the back room. Who's Ben?
He's the owner of the motel. A really nice guy, but not really fond of change.
I'm learning. She points to the old vending machine to extend her statement. He might, if only time would keep ticking past 8:47.
I'll break you open if I have to.
She's not giving up. Well, that didn't work. Want to try talking to the stocky guy and see if we can get some information out of him. I might just follow her back, to be honest, though. You know, Max? He frowns, his expression twisting into something caught between confusion and surprise. Who? Hard to tell if the topic itself or the timing that's caught him off guard. Maxine of House K, first of her name, great-granddaughter of Maynard Orville K, heir to the K Cattle Empire and proprietress of Max Gas.
Oh, right. That Maxine. I met her a few times during my earlier stays in Rue Valley. Max Gas is the only choice in these parts when it comes to fueling up. Hard to miss it.
That's true.
So, why are you asking about her exactly?
I'm gathering facts for an investigation.
Investigation? You a cop?
The emotion in his voice is clearly suspicion. This guy looks like he's a cop, so I don't want to tell him I'm a cop. I could just say a journalist. You know what? I'm gonna tell him I'm a cop.
Can I see your ID?
Ah, you get me.
Listen, either you come clean with what this is really about, or I'm out. I don't need to be part of some weird detective drama. Not tonight, anyway.
All right. It's for research. He squints, processing.
So not an investigation, just research? What kind of research are we talking
about? Like how deep connections can be established at gas stations.
You know, you don't have to dress this up as some kind of investigation. Research is okay, I guess. You can just say that. I know Maxine, but not well. Just on the surface, you know? I stop by when I'm driving in and out, fill up the tank, check my oil and whatnot. We usually chit-chat while I do my shopping, weather, local events, or whatever. That's about it. Granted, I don't drive anymore, so I wouldn't call myself a regular these days.
Who drove him in? Yet he did visit the gas station today.
He also sells these mini croissants. They're damn good.
The ones filled with vodka?
Exactly those. A guilty pleasure, if you ask me.
He deflects smoothly, the topic sliding from Maxine to croissants like sleight of hand. You wonder, is it deliberate or are those little pastries that good? Must be the croissants.
Does that answer your question?
Kind of hoping for more.
Sorry, it's all I got.
All right, I won't keep you any longer. Well, we learned a little bit. It did suggest I could ask the receptionist about that guy as well.
I understand, but the text said today.
Oh, but that might not work.
No, I don't need...
Try to get her attention. Success! You got this. Maybe you failed the first time, but now you got this. Each attempt is a chance for improvement. Sometimes all it takes is a second try. Sorry for interrupting, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. Spread your hands in an excuse me gesture. She ignores you at first,
Listen,
seemingly ignoring your
I have
pleas.
to go now, so let's, yeah, we'll have to manage without it today. I know, sorry. Oh, hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
Wow, so many questions. Do you know how to fix that vending machine? It's stuck. I really have to push Dad to get us the Vendomatic 3000. Our rust bucket has more malfunctioning components than working ones. There's a trick to get it out of the unjam. It's worked every time. You have to press the return change button, but really press it all the way until you hear the plastic crack. Then simultaneously press the coffee button and the more sugar button 3 times. Sounds like a tough but lethal combo in an arcade fighting game. You might have to apply some elbow grease, but you're sure you can pull it off. I'll raise a cup of coffee to your health. Who's the stocky guy staying in room 5? She giggles. That's Jason Burns. The dumper. He's in room 5, our only other guest besides you. I guess he's a movie star? What do you think of him?
Well, he's been a regular here at the motel, visiting every now and then for years now. And despite what everybody says about him, I think he's a very kind and polite person.
Why is he called the dumper? Because he takes big dumps?
You don't know about it. I mean, yeah, the whole thing is not so important to folks outside Rue Valley, but still.
I got no idea what you're talking about, lady.
Oh, okay. Wow. Let me see if I can explain. So, one day when I was like 3 or 4, people turned on their taps, and instead of clean water, this black, nasty stuff came out. Soon, it turned out that the Rue River aquifer, the source of all our water, had been polluted. People were furious. There were protests, town meetings, lawsuits, everything. It was a huge deal. That's when Jason Burns' name came up. He previously worked for Apex Ore as some kind of waste manager, and they said he was the one responsible for all of it. That he dumped a bunch of chemicals into the ground and let them leak into the aquifer.
Is he also responsible for the mine explosion?
After that, people started calling him the dumper. It stuck. And, well, the water is still bad, so... Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, don't drink it.
Noted. She grins. When did he arrive?
Oh, today, about an hour before you got here. Just a half an hour later, he came back down asking if I could clean, dry, and iron his shirt before 8.
Yeah, okay, he's got a big crush.
Himself, but had to leave the motel immediately because of an unexpected urgent call. There was a blood stain on his shirt, but luckily our washing and drying machine has this super quick anti-stain setting.
A blood stain?
Yeah, but he didn't seem hurt or anything. Don't worry.
Did he kill the guy at the
And
truck?
the machine handled it perfectly. In under 40 minutes, the shirt was spotless and dry. So I managed to iron it and drop it off to his room half an hour before the deadline.
She gives a small triumphant smile, clearly proud of the job well done. Super fast.
Glad you think so too. Anyway, he returned and hasn't come out of his room since.
Is it possible he visited the gas station?
What would he do at the gas station? He doesn't have a car. I mean, he took a shuttle in that direction, so it's possible? But he sounded like it's something urgent, and unless he urgently needed to buy some mini croissants, I doubt it.
I need to talk to Ben. He's the manager of this place, right? There's a hint of panic in her voice. He is, but why would you want to talk to my dad, Mr. Harrow? I want to discuss the possibility of a discount since I'll be staying here for a long time. Definitely a managerial level decision. No trouble, he's not even here. Oh, the trouble is he's not even here. Harrow, you never make anything easy, do ya? Oh, Mr. Harrow, please don't be so sad. I'll send you Dad's phone number and I'm sure you can work something out. I have to be real honest with you about the discount, though. I'm not sure it can happen. Not a company policy, you see. I'm trapped in a time loop.
Oh, well, that's an interesting thing to hear.
I love telling people I'm bat crazy. You managed to transform her extreme enthusiasm into pure awkwardness.
Anyway, so, number 6. Here, your key card.
Here we go again. With the enthusiasm out of the picture, the prolonged explanation of keycards and electron locks is also gone. She holds you the plastic, waiting for you to take it. You managed to make this very awkward, and you're not an awkward person.
Don't you worry about anything.
She thinks you're crazy. Reckless, listen, I'm trapped in a time loop, and everything is repeating over and over again. You take a deep breath, about to scream your lungs out. But wait! What? Just think about it. You're a stranger that just arrived at this motel. You're in therapy. That already makes you look half crazy. And now you're about to yell at this poor girl about time loops and temporal anomalies? She obviously doesn't get it. You're just going to end up looking like a... just plain old me. Exactly. And nobody likes plain old you. Not even you. How about you tone it down a bit?
Mr.
She waves a keycard in front of your face. Never mind. You take the keycard.
Trust, sir.
Do I need to sign a document?
Oh, you can do it some other time.
Hilarious. Now, obviously, I am curious about what's in these boxes now, too. The Ben one that says documentation. I guess we could call Ben as well. Owner of the motel is named Ben. You know his phone number. You can call if you need anything. Could talk to Maxine again about that as well. Oh, report Walter's disappearance to the police. Oathwood Sheriff Department. Deputy Sheriff Cody speaking. How can we help? Man sounds bored out of his mind, like he'd interrupted his hour-long stare at the ceiling cracks. I want to report a missing person.
Right. Is that person an adult?
Boredom seeps from the deputy's every word. You wonder if he's ever present mentally or just going through a remembered checklist. He's an adult several times over.
Sir, these are important matters. Best leave your jokes inside your head. So, I write here, adult. Has been more than 24 hours.
If we continue at this pace, weeks will pass.
Sir, please. Procedures are there for a reason. Just answer the question.
Yes?
Roger that, sir. So, right here.
Curmudgeon. Thank you for the 11 months, my dude.
Temporal stasis and aligns. Just what I need in 2026.
Oh, a good time loop, some good aliens. It's all a great combination for the year. Mumbles to himself.
Right. What's the missing person's name?
Walter K.
Cousin Walt's missing? Again?
Now, I'm sure you're not taking this report seriously.
Sir, please. Cousin Walt's prone to going MIA. He gone done it like half dozen times. But every time he just shows up. So we used to get calls from Maxine, but I reckon she gave up after a while.
He seems to remember something.
Who am I talking to? Who's doing the reporting?
I would rather remain anonymous.
Well, shit. We're not taking synonymous calls. Fucking hell. Now I gotta turn on call tracking. One Eugene Harrow, resident of Greater Gray City, MP. What the hell you doing out here, Harrow? How do you know Cousin Walt?
Part of me wants to, like, hang up now because I bet the cops will, like, come looking for me. Just a concerned citizen.
Oh, there's still such a thing? It's within your rights, Harrow. As I've said, Cousin Walt's gone missing before. But every time he came back under his own horsepower. Alive and well. But I'll do you a solid and file this missing person report.
Nothing will come of this. This man won't lift a finger even for Cousin Walt. Seems like justice in Rue Valley is slow and unachievable even for the well-connected. Well, you're utterly incapable of doing your job.
Sir, it's your right to claim whatever you want. I'm just following procedures. Goodbye.
With that, the line is dead. Check available Wi-Fi connections. You spot 2 Wi-Fi connections, Rue Valley guest, and RV staff. One welcomes you in, the other pretends you don't exist. It's not for you, and it makes no effort to be. I guess let's tap the guest network password. Hollow connection, all signal, no substance. Try to guess the staff's network password. Someone around here has to know it. I bet this box of documents know it. No, maybe not. List of rules. Quick glance tells you they cover a lot. You zero in the ones that stand out, the ones that catch your eye for all the wrong reason. Free Wi-Fi for registered guests. What a selling point. It's free, stable, all right, free of speed, stability, and signal. Lights out by 11:01. Any deviation interferes with the motel energy efficiency. The fate of the motel's energy system rests on one switch? Awful lot of pressure for one measly light switch. Don't use tap water for any internal purposes. Skip reading the rest. Someone clearly didn't want to leave anything to chance. Every little thing is spelled out. Potential for deviation, the kind of control freak stuff. Rules are written by Anita Fleming. The rules are a bit much, especially for a motel in the middle of nowhere. Jason Burns enters the reception area and approaches the desk addressing you.
Interrupt, but this is an emergency. Robin, the Wi-Fi is not working in my room.
I'm really sorry. The whole motel's been without internet since Friday.
Since Friday? You've had no internet all weekend?
I'd be annoyed if a hotel told me I had to turn my stuff off by a certain time. Definitely.
I know. The internet antenna just stopped working all of a sudden.
All right, no time to lose. Let me take a look at that antenna.
Oh, no need for that. A repair technician already came yesterday and fixed it. She said the internet should be back up today around noon.
But the day's already over.
I know. I just got off a call with customer support.
And?
Well, the first operator said this issue falls under another department and he could connect me to them, but since it's Sunday,
Can we cut to the conclusion, please?
Yes.
I was just about to tell you. They said the case is still being processed, and I supposedly misheard the technician who must have said tomorrow or later.
So, no telling when it'll be back up.
That's right. Sorry.
I'm nosy. Let's keep listening.
This is absurd. Why is this happening now, of all times? I have a crucial online meeting at 8:35. Missing it is not an option. I absolutely need the internet.
That's why he wouldn't answer the door when I was knocking.
I'm very sorry about it.
After all these years, I finally got a shot at restoring the Rue River Aquifer, and now I'll miss my only chance.
That's possible? I thought our Blackwater situation was one of those unsolvable problems.
No. We've had a process developed for 5 years already. Ever since then, the only thing missing is funding. And now that I've finally gotten the chance to pitch it to someone with both the resources and the interest to back it, everything's falling apart because of the broken internet antenna. That's my luck. I tripped at the finish line and lost the race at the last second.
No, come on! The race isn't over! We are not going to lose! I won't allow it!
You won't?
Of course not! If the future of my hometown hinges on this meeting, I won't let your defeatist attitude drag us down. The motel may be offline, but there's internet at the belt.
This is a different Robin than the one you're used to. There's a fire in her, a steely a resolve. She's got game, that's undeniable.
The motel may be offline.
The what?
The new bar my mother opened. It's a 5-minute drive to the north. Although right now there's a roadblock on the way.
But I don't even have a car.
Oh, right. Well, the good news is the roadblock won't be a problem then.
And the bad news?
You'll have to ride a bicycle there. And it looks like a storm is coming. You'll need a personalized card to use the bike. Here, take my card.
Oh, thank you. How do I use it?
Just lean the card against the marked surface on the steering wheel and wait for the green light and buzzing sound. Oh, wait. Take these noise-canceling headphones, too. My mother is not in the best mood today, so it might get loud at the bar and can't have you getting distracted.
He definitely dies. He definitely drives wearing noise-canceling headphones and gets hit by a car in the middle of that rainstorm.
Thank you. I hope... Let's hope I'll
So
make
bougie,
it there in
right?
time. And their internet is working.
Don't worry. Drive carefully, and good luck.
Oh, the phone again today. No, I'm not going to deal with that today. We're working on other mysteries. Well, I don't need to wait.
Mr. Harrow.
You got some pretty detailed rules in the motel.
Yeah, my mom wrote those. She was real proud of them, too. Took enforcing them very seriously. She thought it was crucial. Rules for everything. To keep the place running smoothly, that was her whole thing.
Who gives a shite about the rules? I'm reckless.
Let's not overdo it, though. I mean, I like structure. It's good to have some. Just not the kind that feels like a cage, you know? Anyway, since my mom left, we don't really enforce them anymore. Not like we used to.
It's good to know.
To be honest, we barely pay attention to them now. They're just there. Part furniture, part relic of the motel's past. As for my mom, she couldn't care less.
Her tone hardens, frustration leaking through despite her effort to sound casual. Maybe I'll take a closer look next time I'm there.
You won't find anything surprising. It's all the same, cut from the same cloth.
You sound irritated.
It's all those rules. They're like her shadow, stretching into every corner of our lives. Sometimes I still feel it, even though she doesn't even live here anymore. But don't mind me. That's just family stuff, you know?
Quick question about your Wi-Fi. Having a tiny bit of trouble right that. I'm sure you were working on it. What about the staff password? Any chance I could get the password for it? It won't do much good. That one is also down. I'd still like to have it if you don't mind. It's RV staff 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. We're terribly sorry for any inconvenience. Dad's got a habit of forgetting things, so we went with the simple route. We only have 8 rooms. Kind of clever if you think about it. All right. I would say we're learning some pretty good stuff here. A poster. Colors have been bleached by the sun. You can still make out the image of an orange setting sun as well as the words Rue Valley written above the illustration. Picture's detail, but the colors have been obliterated by the sun. It's impossible to discern the main subject, let alone the finer details. You squint your eyes and try to make sense of the confusing shapes, but everything seems blurred and distorted. As you keep looking, you finally start to see a magnificent stage, a ballerina dancing gracefully, a lively group of musicians, and an audience dressed in formal attire. The stage, I guess? Motel, but the O is silent. Motel. The motel office. The stage adorned with elegant curtains and a strange chandelier. The ballerina wearing a tutu stands in the center of the poster and points, almost like she's waving to you. The varnished wood of the violins is reflecting the orange hues of the setting sun. Curved bodies of the cellos stand tall and proud, and a trumpet player holds its instrument with an arched back, his silhouette reminiscent of a tree struck by lightning. The man appears to be dressed in tuxedos, the women in elegant evening gowns. They seem to be fixated on the stage, overly stylized faces expressing a range of emotions from awe to excitement. How did a poster for such a highbrow event end up on the wall of a rundown motel? Something is odd here. Rue Valley, not Rue Ballet. You look at the illustration again, in disbelief, you start to realize what you thought was a ballet performance is in fact something completely different. The stage is a desert landscape, orange sand dunes and a rocky mountain range in the background you mistook for the curtains, and the chandelier that you saw is just an embellishment at the poster's borders. I got a feeling that lightning is the lightning, and the orchestra, the red of the orchestra, is actually the explosion. Ballerina is a group of people huddled together with their hands raised, their movements blurred by damage to the poster. The audience is a cluster of inanimate boulders resembling people. The musicians are in fact a group of disfigured trees and cactuses, their branches angled in a way resembling different instruments. You shake your head in disbelief, feeling a mix of confusion and embarrassment. The realization you've been looking at a distorted and damaged illusion of a desert landscape all this time instead of a fancy ballet performance makes you feel like a fool. As soon as the embarrassment settles, a more profound feeling emerges. You were so sure that what you're seeing was the truth, and yet it's not. Could it be that any of your strongest beliefs may be turned upside down just like this? How can you ever be sure about anything? No vacancy sign just lit up as well. Vacancy reminds you that the emptiness inside of you, the void that's been sitting there for a while now. How does it feel now? Has it grown bigger or is it finally starting to shrink? I don't know, man. I feel like it's grown larger. That's worrisome, like the word vacancy flickering into void just for a second. Maybe it's worth thinking about exploring a little deeper. Then again, it's just a sign, an ugly one at that. Not everything has to be about you. Suppose that's true. It was stuck before you fixed it. Now that it's broken until the next time. Oh, yeah, okay. So we broke it for good. Well, we better go talk to Maxine then. Can I drive north? To the bar? To the belt? I'm assuming I'm going to get roadblocked. I kind of just want to explore everywhere. I love these little cutscenes. They're excellent. Ah! There he goes on the bicycle. Each bollard bears a Coral Destiny logo faintly glowing with the dim light, branding with a purpose. Too small for drivers to notice. Yet you drove here, got out and noticed, so arguably it's working as intended. Old overpass. We can walk up to the edge and sit down at it. You take a seat on the steel structure and let your legs swing loosely over the roads. I guess we could wait for something to happen here, but I also feel like there's probably some other stuff to look at. The view is striking. The endless sky stretches beyond Rue Valley, an indifferent witness to everything below. In the distance, the desert sprawls, its surface broken by hills, silent, ancient monuments watching over time itself. Below, the river winds through the mountains, a sinuous dancer draped in flowing silver, moving to a rhythm only it understands. I'm too sensitive to enjoy the view. The sheer beauty of this place crashes over you like a tsunami, leaving you on the verge of tears. I'm overwhelmed. I've become impatient. The world of breathtaking. The world is terrifying. Cry. It's too much to take in, too much to hold at once. The enormity of it swells in your chest, pressing against something fragile. Move on. Too much to feel here anyway. I also have teary eyes. Well, hell, why don't we just sit on this? If that's going to be the case. Wait for something to happen. The rain is about to start and you begin to wonder what will happen next. The motel is not far from here. You can see the pinkish glow of the neon signs. You know that the careless driver drove from the motel in the direction of this roadblock. How did he get past the roadblock? It's what you're about to see. That's a long wait. The thunder subsides. You realize how every passing loop, it seems to startle you a bit less. It actually startled me more on this one. The driver's nowhere to be seen. The first time you saw him was right before the motel parking lot before the thunder. A slew of questions surrounds you like a swarm of bees. Could he be aware of the loop as well? So many questions. One thing's for certain, somehow he's special. Well, we learned something. We'll head to the graveyard. It'll take me a bit to get there, and we should be able to catch her. Oh. Maybe not. Room. 8 p.m. Oh, dude, I love a good time loop.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
We sure are, buddy. But I feel like that's where we should leave our first look. It feels like we got a cut at the end of a time loop. We've got a lot of new mysteries. We have lots of things to explore. If you'd like to see more of Rue Valley, let me know. But we'll leave our first look at it here. It's on Steam right now. You can check it out for yourself. Until next time. Bye-bye.